Greetings, fellow pilgrims. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim Ship. Episode 41, Ship on Lockdown While Liara Sleeps. Alright, old complex is done. We now have, of Liara's pendant, we've got 3 of 5. Sorry, Air Dog. Forgot you were drafted. Wasn't Goober the one in Insanity Lanced? Yes, you're right. I didn't realize Goober had Venom Fangs, but that's funny. That I just picked the ones that had the best armor because they tank the longest. But the fact that I picked one that also had Venom Fangs is just really funny. Ink. This was supposed to be your bed. I'd apologize, but I don't really care. And then Aram, this is your bed. These prisoners are going to be Dr. Care No Meds, because they're not people that we care about until they die. Speaking of which, behave. I like how he used his venom immediately. Why are these guys getting... Oh, mind-shattering pain, ravenously hungry. Okay, yeah. Because Liara is in a pod, no one else is wardening them. So this was arguably a avoidable situation, and it was just my work priorities that were a problem. So, Skyra, please feed the idiots. We probably don't need to do much more hunting. If anything, the stockpile here is a little too full. And if we're done here, I wouldn't mind going to the ancient reactor. We don't need Liara to go to the reactor. We can function without her, so that's my intention. Essentially, the children are trying to prove themselves that they're useful even without Mother Matron watching kindly over their shoulders. So I'm just making sure that all the things that are worth smelting get smelted. The recon stuff specifically, I don't see any more recon stuff out here. So I think we're ready to go. Oh, did I mine the gold? Good question. Yes, I did. We haven't hauled it. Thank you for reminding me. So it is indeed mined, but not moved. So once we finish hauling that, we can get going. I think they're getting it now, yeah. Okay. I'll do one last search for ore, just to make sure I'm not leaving anything better behind. And compacted. And jade. Yep, we're clear. Are all my pillars made of jade? They are. So, all the gold is all in. Let's go. So without Liara, we only lose about 4%. Because I've had both Tornal and Stochastic ready. And I think, actually, Deer, the brawler that's joining us, also is pretty good intellectual. One of the real advantages of an intellectual brawler is when you go to facilities that have hack doors, having a brawler also be able to do the hacking themselves speeds up the process of searching considerably, which is really nice. Oh, it's Scarlands. Alright, when we look for a place to land, we should make sure we're not... If it's possible to not land somewhere polluted, toxic pollution, that is going to be pretty key. Because if we're going to be here a while, I don't want our toxic buildup to climb. So, pollution overlay. Wait, why... I don't think there is pollution outside the water. So I don't really need to worry about that. The reactor's obviously in there. I would like to search the rest of the facility. I am immediately spotting uranium. So let's search for ores. Lots of ore here. Lots of silver and uranium. That's awesome. And then compacted... Tons of machinery, but no plasteel. So what's going to be most important, we have a... Oh, there's a psychic suppressor here? Oh, crap. We're going to have to clear that. That's guarded by 12 pirates. Okay. So we're going to need to clear that. I just realized because we're landing within its sphere of influence. So let's park it... I want to park as close to these doors as possible, or just to make my own door. So I'll park it here, but probably the first thing we're going to be doing is shuttling to the suppressor and clearing it. And then, of course, there's the ruins to search as well. Yeah, this will work. So Tornal gets left behind to watch over the slaves, or actually, can he do wardening? Yes, he can warden. Okay, so Tornal, because he researches, gets left behind to look after the slaves, and everyone else is going to go to the suppressor. You know what I realized is, I think you would be able to just, like, hop out of your shuttle, hit a pulsar, and hop back in the shuttle, and then just wait for the animals to kill all the enemies. That probably works. I'm not going to use that now, but, like, I can keep that as, like, a feather in my cap, let's say, to deal with annoyances. So everyone left on the ship here is going to be on vac safe, to make sure that they don't go wandering around anywhere dangerous. Because I really don't have anyone guarding at the moment. They do have a sniper rifle, so that's a little dangerous. They have combat shotgun, which we wouldn't want to get too close to. We could try to incendiary lance the combat shotties to clear it out. And we're here because it's psychic suppressor, and it seems the suppressor's female, I'm assuming, because Mag and Skyra are falling behind a lot. So, Stochastic has the Insanity Lancer. And I'm sort of waiting for them to get in range. So hopefully a lot of these raiders are female and are equally screwed up by the suppression. And yeah, that seems to be the case. Okay. So I know that the low shield pack is going to pop in just a second here. Oh, annoyingly they have multiples. All right, there we go. Break fire, fall back. This. So what I want to do is I want to force the low shield to pop, and then make it so that we lure them beyond it. So they can't, you know, turtle. that. Keep falling back. There. So now they don't have any protection. We can just melt them as they come around the corners. And they're fleeing. Easy enough. I don't think that there's a case where we try to capture any of them, but we'll take a look. Don't care, don't care. Don't care. Actually, masochist psychopath that's good at shooting and is young isn't terrible, but you're an addict. No, probably not. Definitely not. No. Okay. Skyra. At this point, we need to take out that turret. And you're the lady for the job. And then my ground crew here will just scoop up meds and meals. Because pirate meals never have food poison risks. And then once we're done here, we'll be able to not be suppressed here, which is going to be important. Because of course the mechs that are inside the facility are obviously not going to be affected by psychic suppression. So we'd be in a massive disadvantage if we wanted to try to clear out a facility with a suppressor. Any one female would be like in a terrible position. Wow, that's a lot of flounder. Weird. That is a lot of beds. Can you just... What is with you guys shooting bodies until they're Swiss cheese? There it is. I am in the unstable branch, yes. Says so, I think, in the description? Yeah, it does. It's the last line of the description. Is the pawn in the ship assigned to Warden? Yep. Tornal's assigned. Okay, we can breathe a little easier, move a little faster. That's done. Is there a person in the cage there? Yeah, they're dead though. They're not, they're bodies. That's very typical for these sort of bandit camps. These are gibbet cages. I know I could break down the battery and the solar gen, I just don't really care. Yeah, cages are always corpses, never people. You can't even put people in them. And then on these little map tiles, there's never ore, I don't think, right? Ore, none, compacted, none. Yeah, there's no resources to exploit other than hunting, and we don't really need bodies to hunt. So, finished. Got a whole bunch of meals. Okay, with that done, we'll queue up these doors to be hacked, and these doors to be hacked. Liara will be out 1.4 days. I would like to age reverse her into her 40s, ideally. I think, what, 50 is when you get the onset of, like, age-related diseases in-game, if I'm not mistaken. But now that everyone's home, we can be unrestricted again. Ink, what is... Oh, you know what this is? I know what this is. Yeah, this is a vac-safe zoning. That's why they weren't using their beds. I don't know why you'd fall asleep in a freezer, laying on corpses, but, like, you know, you do you. Let's make sure vac-safe makes sense. Still. So this is vac safe as well. Yeah. That's fine. And I don't want to spend... Actually, let's not mine that right now, because there's a toxic fallout going on, and I don't need to be building up illness until the reactor's gone. So once the reactor's gone, the toxic fallout will settle. So I'm just trying to mine a quick path to be able to get to the doors without having to, like, go all around the mountains. No! Stop that. So, I know that's me, but so dumb. No, oh god, I hate you guys. I'm trying to move the chunks out of the way, and they just keep moving the corpses. The problem is the butchery is set on low priority because it's also the overflow for all the meat. So I didn't want the meat stored on the floor, but because of that multi assignments, they just keep dumping it on the floor. Ooh. We will give you best quality meds next tend. You know what? I need to move you in here. How do I move you? I have to like uninstall the bed out from under you. So she is gonna die of that illness unless she's moved to one of these hospital beds. Why is so Tornal? You should be able to take her to a bed. Yeah, there we go. She needs the best possible treatment available, which also means probably investing in a vitals monitor, because otherwise she just might die anyway. I should have had a vitals monitor all this time, so it's good to finally get one, I guess. What the hell's going on? Did someone go, okay? I was hacking the door and a freaking robot popped out and shot me. Funny! So, I know okay, your immunity is above your infection pool. Because I know I could amputate her arm, but like, I'm not going to give... Well, I could give her a plant hand, actually. I could give her a specialized arm, because she's our planter. But if I can have her keep her organic arm, that's fine. Ink, now might be kind of the wrong time to run by there, bud. Just saying. Seems stupid. Here's what I'm going to do. Allow zone. Area 1. Nobody go in here unless I say so. Invert. And assign. Because I'm not I don't think Stochastic went in there to get shot on purpose. Okay. In this case, everyone come back. Let's clear out these drones. And your shield hold up. There goes one. There goes two. turret and drone combo up there. This is probably like a pod launch room. I'd like to be inside for these fights. Oh, shoot. Shield belt broke. Yeah, I'd like to be inside for these fights, but, like, it's not always possible. Because they just keep flooding out. So, right now, everyone's going to be inside back safe. Because I aggroed these with no shield belt ready to guard. Yeah, they do walk right through my doors. Like my doors aren't doors. Probably a bug, because if it's not a bug, it's stupid. But like seeing, I mean, I knew it happened before, but seeing it firsthand, it's like, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. My doors are somehow just like completely ignored by the drones. Ooh, you got shot in the head. Or punched. Jabbed. Nasty. I like how she's still psychically suppressed, even though that suppressor's been gone a long while. Because, like, the game doesn't acknowledge that it's gone until you're out of the pod. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's continue clearing this out. The wee ones of this colony wanted to make a point that without Matron Liara, they would still be capable of getting gravcores. In order to prove that, work needs to be done. I'm surprised all these southern doors are hack doors. That's odd to me. But Torn will break up from the group and start hacking them. Because you don't usually see that in terms of, like, layout. Cheers. So we got a turret disabled. It was a turret in this room. This might be the reactor room if there was a turret in there, because it looks like a relatively large room. So I'm gonna bet it's reactor. Yep, I was right. Hunter drone. Let's have it automatically blow up this turret. Wait, where are you going, dude? Who's the hunter drone coming after? Okay. Let's regroup. The hunter drone is seeking us out because I dropped as a valid target. There we go. Who just got hurt? You did. Because a robot popped out of that door the minute you hacked it. Cool. Let's fall back a little bit so it's not in the doorway taking cover. We're getting, like, this is kind of like a waste of our, there we go. Like, it's plinking our armor and wearing our armor down, so it's not like it poses a threat to our health. It's just a waste of material having to replace stuff. We can hack or destroy. In this case, I'll just, like, hack the thing. So let's keep exploring. Portal. Oh god. Why do they keep doing that? Oh cool, we got an uplink. These freaking drones. The minute the door swings open, they like go all gun happy and try to murder me. So the agent uplink's a good find. Maybe we'll find a point of interest up in space that's sexy or something. We'll see. And in a minute, I'll need to take a break just because, No, don't walk. Okay, you almost walked into that turret, dude. Oh, I didn't see the drone in there. Oh, let's just get the hunter drone to blow up on the drone. Done. That was easy. Alright, I heard another drone over that way. Security drone. And nobody's like mental breaking just yet. So I'm gonna have them just keep pushing it. She survived. Good. Actually, I'm not gonna have her lose ownership just yet because I don't have a warden able to fix that. I see you. Oh, nice. Oh, God. And one popped out from behind us. I was going to say it's a 2-for-1 special. Ah! These drones have been really uncooperative. So, we got locked out of here at 110 out of 150. Fine. Skyray, Airdog. Okay, I think everyone's going to take a break because I see that their moods are starting to go into the yellow. And we're going to go into lockdown. But, so Liara's going to definitely pop out of the pod before they get the reactor, but at least they found it. I think they can say, hey, Liara, we found it for you. And that's at least something. Is that a boghound? It is. Alright, I'll have to be careful of boghounds. They're kind of annoying predators. Oh, I uninstalled the bed. That's right. I was like, why can't I put her back? 100% my fault. Now that she's not dying. I might have Liara go through another age reversal cycle at the end of that one, because there isn't really a high priority need for her to you know, be present on the ship. The ship is being handled fine, I think. So, my crew will be unrestricted and able to move about. I'm gonna draft Skyra, Mag, and Stochastic, and break fire, and clear more of the facility. So yeah, nothing in there. The terminals might be nice to hack. Tornal, I'm gonna wake you up for that. And Skyra, actually, let's have you clear that turret. So some of these terminals are probably going to deactivate the turret, I'd imagine, or have a chance to, but I'll just destroy it. Doesn't really matter. So the only other thing I'm going to do is, for now... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. For now, I'm going to have everyone Warden. Oh, yep, the one I'm smacking just got reprogrammed. So great, it's at 13%, but on our side. Blast door, okay, yeah, it doesn't really help me. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I forgot when you jump, it switches targets. Sorry, Breakfire. It's totally avoidable, totally my fault. Alright, the orbital cache. So we have orbital loot cache above us, thanks to this uplink. Cool. And now there's just 3 more rooms, I think, to search. And waiting for the grav reactor to not lock us. Begin age reversal cycle. So she's 58 now, not 59. And we'll just keep age reversing her until she's, like, not gonna have age-related diseases. And I think this facility is cleared. So I don't want to go in there because of the wasp trap, so we'll just forbid the doors. And once this is cleared out, we're all set. Now the other part is finishing the hack on the grav reactor, and then searching the ruins for, like, safes. Which we'll do once we have that grav reactor. Oh god, it has stuff in it. Run. Alright, thank you, turret. That'll work. Deadly Panthers. Oh! A Vanometric power cell, an architect arm, and a persona core? I think I know what I want. I like how the value is like 1,000, 5,000, or 4,000. It's like, is this a choice? It doesn't seem like a choice to me. So, alternatively, I am going to... Okay, we don't need to go in there. What I'd like to do is get the grav cell first, so that if we have to leave this map tile in a hurry, we don't lose the opportunity to get a grav, and then accept that quest and just turtle up. Now it's just a matter of looting the chem fuel, looting the components, and we'll be good with that facility. Because the hack is hackable now. Tornalet will be left up to you. And there we go. So with this grav core, this is what I was intending to do. One of these is going to be for a scanner. And then the other one is going to be for a signal jammer. So the signal jammer is going to be installed over there. I'm actually out of Gravlight panels. I'm surprised this facility didn't have Gravlight panels. I think if I'm not mistaken, if we bash the grav reactor, it gets Gravlight panels, so I could have just done the bash method instead. Yeah, so that will be enough panels to at least build the signal jammer. So once we haul these panels in, the chem fuel, the components, I think that's it. We'll accept the Panther quest and just turtle. And I'll make sure the zoning is correct so that we don't get nibbled. In fact, I'll go as far as walling it up so that a psychotic wander can't sabotage our attempt. And Liara's already back in the Bioscout pod for another age reversal cycle. Her beauty sleep. No, that was relatively pointless. The toxic fallout is cleared as a result of doing the reactor. So, next thing is, let's do a granite wall here, here, and here. Alright, everyone is behind the walls, which means there should be no path out, which is true. Quests. Accept. So in 3 hours, we'll have 72 Panthers show up, and all I have to do is sit here. Cool. So the current priority is wait out the Panthers. So the thing is, the threat that the Manhunter pack, like the level of the threat is really, really high, but Manhunters are really easy to just like exploit in the way I'm doing it. So that's why it's a crazy level of rewards for the essentially zero risk that we're taking. Are there any other quests that I can accept during it? Not really, no. And the thing is, I have to be here for the Panthers to then leave the map tile, so it's I'm going to be sitting here for like 3 days, just like waiting for the Panthers to clear. The beautiful thing is, they're not even going to pile up on my ship because there's no valid path to me. So if anyone else raids me in the meantime, they're going to get a face full of Panther. So the Panthers are like, if anything, a useful tool because I can't be messed with while the Panthers are here. So it's a good opportunity to probably get bionic legs in everyone, because it's like mandatory downtime. So Air Dog, you will get a right bionic. The other thing is, at the end of this, we will also have a vanometric power cell, so we'll have a more robust power grid, which is awesome. The other thing I had mentioned is I wanted the orbital scanner, so we'll get one of those in too, which means Skyra's just going to need to make components. So I'm going to pause the bionic legs so that we can have the components for the Sig Jammer. Everyone but Liara has 2 bionic legs, disregarding the prisoners to be converted, which means maybe we'll do 1 leg for Liara. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim ship, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pilgrims.